As I stood in the hallway waiting to come on after Brother Rob, my attention was drawn to the telephone. And I was guided in my heart to pick up the phone. And I thought, well, my head kicked in and said, well, what if I'm live and the phone rings? It's going to be embarrassing. And then it more or less said, I'll worry about that and I'll give you the words. So I'm looking at the phone in my hand and I'm thinking to myself, whatever next? But that's the beauty of walking in faith. That's the beauty of trust. That's the beauty of having surrendered your heart to the Supreme. Because as Tina Turner said in her wonderful CD Beyond, nothing stays the same. Nothing stays the same. So I'm holding a phone in my hand and I'm calling on the cosmic Christ to speak to me and through me to you and to speak to my heart through you. And I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, hello, is anybody there? Can you hear me, God? And what I'm getting is not enough people pick up the phone and ring God. They're all on the mobile phone texting one another. They may have just left their friend or partner or spouse, but they're on the mobile phone texting. And what I'm getting now is that very few people text God to say thank you. Very few people text God to say, I need you. And now it's beginning to make sense. It's beginning to make sense that the Creator God, Goddess, who formed you and me in our mother's womb, who breathed the breath of life into our soul, who knows our needs, who knows our wants, who knows when we're off, when we're up, when we're down, and how many give lip service to God. How many people actually stop and say, thank you, God. Thank you for my life. Thank you for your gifts. So I guess having the phone in my hand is a reminder to all of us that now we need to call home our spiritual home and that we need to fall in love with the beloved. That we need to be true to our heart, true to ourself, and honor our promise that if we say we love God, then let us speak with God. Because God is trying to speak with us, but the mobile phone is continuously engaged. God can't get through. The airwaves are continually congested. And I wonder why that is. I wonder why so many beautiful people, beautiful souls are running a marathon away from God, from their heart. It's an interesting question, and I can't answer it. I could presume and guess, but that wouldn't be right, because I believe each person has to answer it for themselves and respect their decision. So thank you, Jesus, for giving me the courage to pick up the phone in the hallway. And I'm holding it now and I'm feeling a heat coming from it, where he's saying, thank you for trusting me. And as Sheila says, her brother-in-law has a favorite saying, nothing stays the same. So let us relax now. Let us relax and come into our heart. let us come back to that place of beauty where we know we're loved. Let us come and let us listen to what the cosmic Christ is sharing with us, because he is speaking 24/7. And I would like to share with you what I've been guided to read, and then hopefully conclude with a meditation back in the Bedouin tent by Mount Sinai, our spiritual home. And Jesus is saying the search continues, for it is the journey of awakening, of remembering oneness. For I am the source from which all began. From beyond time I have called you to be here now for work that continues to unveil. Many have agreed that this would be so. Countless are my forces, and yet it would seem straightforward, uncomplicated. But the opposition also is as determined, but with one exception. No matter what trials may beset, think only on this: they will not overcome. For life, death, and all encounters in between are in my keeping. Know that all is given for experience, learning, and understanding. All just is. All just is. So be determined to come with me, for all else leads only to sorrow, as you and I both know. And just to break from what the cosmic Christ is saying to us, I'm allowed to share this and say, think back on a time. I can think of many times when I thought I knew best. And instead of following my heart, I was either persuaded by a well-meaning friend, or I just did it my way. Like the song said, I did it my way. And you know what? I think I should have had a mobile phone on me then, and then I could have texted a friend for help. Because everything went pear-shaped. Everything does go pear-shaped when you don't listen to your heart, for the heart is Christ consciousness. We are in an exciting time. It is a beautiful time to be in on a spiritual level, but on a physical, emotional, psychological level, I have to be truthful and say it is quite horrendous, because you're being stretched in so many ways, on so many levels. But surely that's got to be a good thing, because at least we are releasing and preparing the soul, wherein is the seedbed of divine love, for us to hear the voice of God speak to us, and the Spirit of God to give us the words that we need to protect us, and the Christ who loves life, who will empower us to stay in our heart, our teacher. And the Christ says, my keeping, know that all is given for experience, learning, and understanding. All just is, so be determined to come with me, for all else leads only to sorrow. Ego may think it has the answers, how true. But you can afford to have pity. Allow it to have a decent rest. and turn to the one who is the creator of all. I now give you my blessings. I send my army of angels to walk with you. They surround and encompass all that you are. You do not need to search or see. It is a sense of knowing. How joyous the day, how magnificent when more and more swell the band of the enlightened. Wow, you already count in these numbers. Look now to your own heart. Yes, the Christ is saying, look to your own heart, for it will be a reflection of love, of peace, of all that I am. And by my word do all things come into being. How glorious the day, how magical the night. For in these hours, my love transcends all. No difficulties arise, no appointments withdraw. For these hours are to be joyous with me. There will be times of aloneness, but not despair. There will be many moments of delight, and in these awareness of levels hitherto unknown, and each will leave a memory. Wow, a memory. Each will allow creation of wisdom. Separation ceases. Oneness is attained and continues eternally. And I grant you heaven. Look around and savor. It is yours by right. You call for insight. I give this gift to you now, right now. Let all the outer world drop away. Be still and be with me. Be still and be with me is what the cosmic Christ is saying to our hearts. Be still and be with me. Be with me in a peaceful center. And when in that place you will come to an awareness of oneness with all of life. For you will connect with me. Let me take you on a journey of delight and discovery. Wow. For gone will be the heavy cloak of unbelief. Gone will be the tiresome intrusions of obscuring negativity. Let its replacement fill you with wonder. Let us be still now. Let us hear those words speak to our heart in the silence of the now. Let us come back to the Bedouin tent. Let us come, Nirmalas with Sheila and Mary is walking with me. All our brothers and sisters, our friends from different faiths. Sri Chimoy is here, Brother Kedar, Francis and Padre Pio is here with Hildegard, little Therese and Bernadette. And Martin Luther King is here too, with Archbishop Romero, and Gandhi with the Lord Buddha. Oh, there's a procession of amazing teachers with Rumi, Mia Baba, Lord Kutumi, Lord Merlin, Lord Babaji, Lord Dwal Kul, they're here too. And we have formed a procession of light where we're dancing and singing as we walk through the desert. And we can see the light coming from the tent by Mount Sinai. And we can smell the cedar wood burning. And our brothers are waiting for us. And we are so excited. There is such joy in our heart because we're coming home to the beloved. We are coming home to the cosmic Christ who loves us and who invited us to pick up the phone and phone home, to phone the beloved and ask for help. Let us come into the tent, and our brothers and sisters wash our feet. Just experience the soothing effect of the washing of our feet that's tired, maybe blistered and sweaty and full of sand and dust. And suddenly they pour the fresh springs, the water from the spring, over our weary feet. How does that feel for you? And the warmth in the air dries our feet instantly. And we come to the table of many blessings, and there we sit with one another. We hold hands. We form a circle of light. And we each call on the Supreme to allow the cosmic Christ come to us. And not only does the cosmic Christ come to us, but he brings Magdalena, his beloved. Just visualize standing on this beautiful table of love, the Christ, the healing energies of the cosmic Christ have filled the tent with so much love. The rays of the rainbow spectrum, we are inhaling the healing energy of those rays as we breathe in, but they're also hitting our heart. They're touching our heart, releasing all fear, sadness, anxiety, worry. And we are totally relaxed because we know that we are here. We are here with the beloved and our spiritual teachers. And there is such joy. And there's a longing in our soul to be at one with the Supreme, to be in the company of angels again is such a joy, for it releases love, love, love. And we hear the Christ say to us, "Come, let us celebrate. Let us celebrate our birthright. Let us celebrate the coming of Christ consciousness into the heart of all mankind." And suddenly the room is elevated to fifth dimensional energy. And we are floating We cannot feel the floor under our feet. We have levitated and are levitating by the love from the cosmic Christ. And now we begin to go round in a circle as if we're on a merry-go-round. And it is awesome because our inner child has come out to play. Our inner child is happy in the presence of God. Our inner child is safe in the presence of the Christ. For there is only love here. There is no agenda or anger or aggressiveness, only love. And as we go round and round, we can see into the eyes of the Christ, smiling eyes, where he is so pleased to have us come home and be still and receive his love. Can you feel his love? Can you sense his love touch you right now? And with every in-breath, you are breathing in the breath of God. And there is joy, real joy. And we are all happy here because we have come home to love, to selfless love, to integrity and peace. And there is a gentleness, there is an acceptance that as a child of God, nothing is too much trouble. And now we begin to slow down, and we're giddy and dizzy, and the laughter is infectious. Nirmala is so overjoyed and so at peace now, and Sheila is almost passing out with dizzy spells. And Mary, well, Mary is just in another world of joy with our little Alfie. And we are all happy because we are in the presence of divine love. We are in the presence of selfless love. And we have been empowered to come into our heart, our teacher. And as the wheel slows down, we are aware we are back in our chair. We can feel the ground under our feet. But we feel so safe, so loved, and so blessed to have had this experience of being taken up into fifth dimensional energy with the Christ, the cosmic Christ. And as we relax now, we're mindful of our breathing because it's not as labored now, it's rested, it's serene, it's calm. And we feel so relaxed in our mind that now we can hear the Christ speak again. Let us listen now to his farewell greeting to us. I came that you may have life and have it to the full. Come to me, all you who labor and who are burdened, who are weary, and I will give you rest. Come, trust in me. Trust, and all will be well. Allow your heart be open and be receptive to the energies of my love, and all will be well. Trust. Trust in the power of love, for love is the gift of life, and life is the gift of love. And where there is love, there is light, and where there is light, there is Christ consciousness. So be still and enjoy being at peace in your heart. Be still now. Be at peace. And the Christ places the healing oils on our forehead, a symbol of hope in times of despair and discouragement. And suddenly we can see that we are a beloved of God, that we were brought here for a purpose, and that is to receive more love from God, so that God can work through each one of us as a vehicle of love. So let us take back that love, that power of God. Let us step into it. Let us reclaim it. Let us become it. And the mantra to close this session would have to be the mantra about love. I am love. I am peace. I am joy. I am a beloved of God. Just say those words to yourself. I am love. I am peace. I am joy. I am a beloved child of God.